Here we are on the inside. Dang, guys, I'm really impressed with this. Alrighty, here is a final look. Hey guys, it's Alec coming back to you with another video. We're out in the shop again working on the Turbo GMC. I just want to thank you for being here. Thanks for tuning into the video. We got a bucket full of parts today for the Turbo GMC, and we're going to start working on that. They are right here down below. I'm going to flip around and we'll see what we got. Alrighty, so a couple things. The Chinese headlights that were missing the bulb diffuser, they sent me a new set after some reluctancy. Got a turbo blanket, got some stuff for the air conditioning lines. This is just kind of a generic AC line kit. We have some more kill mat, finish out the inside. Got some blanket and heat tape for some of the stuff. Some of the exhaust pieces. Got some new O2 sensors, and we also got a differential cover for the back of the truck. So we're gonna try and get as much of this thrown on as we can today. And also, if possible, I'd like to get this headliner thrown in. I need to paint a couple trim pieces and stuff like that. And also we need to kill mat before that goes in. So maybe that won't go on today, but I'd like to get that in soon because I'd like to see how it looks. Alrighty, over here got two of the O2 sensors plugged in, and I turned a 5-minute task into about an hour, simply because my OCD kicked in. I wanted to shorten the wires for the O2 sensors. So got them shortened up because of course originally these ran down the frame rail and came about halfway to the cab. So ended up shortening them in the harness right here. So you can see we got the one that's in the header. It's coming up and over. I'm going to give it just a little bit more slack so I can zip tie it up and in here. And then this one, we got the downstream, and that's kind of just tucked over here. So you can see ended up pulling out like 7 feet of wiring and spliced them back together with some solder. And I am pretty happy with the way that they look. I'm going to move on to the third O2 sensor underneath the truck, and we're going to throw the diff cover on next. All right, so just checking in with you. Got the third O2 sensor on the crossover pipe on the driver's side in, and all hooked up, zip tied out of the way. Then we moved on to, I was going to do the differential cover, but it is not painted. And unfortunately it's raining outside and I don't want to paint inside the shop. So gonna have to paint that another time, which means I'm not gonna put it on yet, because if I put it on and then paint it on the truck, then I might as well paint it in the shop, or the bolts that are where the bolts are covering won't get painted, then it's gonna rust behind them. So I want to paint that separate, so I don't think I'm gonna throw that on. So then we moved on to air conditioning hoses, and I'm using this AC Delco 1520 741 GM kit. It's just a bunch of air conditioning O-rings, so these are the ones that I needed. Ended up finding and matching them, and now we have the AC system is completely hooked up, all sealed up by the dryer and also down here. So everything looks good. So hopefully we have a very nice fast street truck that also has AC. I think we're going to throw in the fender liners next and put the wheel back on, drop her down. So checking in since I saw you last, we have fender liners in the truck. They're not perfect, but they're fender liners and they're plastic, so they're good. Those are installed. Had to move a couple things out of the way, move the AC line and stuff like that, just give it a little massaging. You can see I got a turbo blanket, which I mentioned before. It's just a cheaper Amazon one. It smells like dryer sheets, which is interesting. I'm not sure why it smells like dryer sheets, but it's a Kevlar one, and I'm pretty happy with it, actually. I think there was about 16 bucks or something like that, less than 20, and covers up the housing, so the housing is not going to get all rusty, and it's going to help keep heat going out that way instead of coming up here, which that's so close to the filter housing that keeping heat away from here is a good thing. So we're going to move on next to a little bit of kill mat on the inside, because I would like to put the headliner up, and I want to put some kill mat up before I put the headliner on. How you doing over there?
We're going over here.
Come on, get it.
Aha!
All right, here we are on the inside. Got pretty much the back wall complete with kill mat. Got the ceiling done. And it sounds really good compared to what it was before. It had super like drummy sound, like a 55-gallon drum. And that's a pretty good tap, and you can barely hear it in here, and it's not super tinny. So pretty happy with it. Wall's done. Got a little bit over here on the side, and gonna start working on trim the next time that I'm on the inside. We're at home, got all the interior pieces in the sink in some hot water. Gonna clean them up. Oops, forgot to pull the bulb out of there. Gonna clean these up and get them scuffed up a little bit with a pad and get them ready for some paint. Alrighty, well I got this all in the cardboard, kind of just stabbed some like cross holes in it and plugged the stuff through. Everything's looking pretty decent. It's got 2 coats on it right now. Gonna go back and keep putting more layers on. You can see like down inside of that guy is gonna be pretty hard to get. If nothing else, if I gotta touch anything up, I can always put like a Q-tip in the paint cap and touch it up. So we're gonna keep going. Like I said, this 2 coats. I'm hoping to do 3 or 4. Doing it outside, of course, and just bringing it inside because it's about 55 in my garage and it's like 35 outside. So giving it a quick spritz, bring it back inside. I'll check up with you when I get done. Dang, guys, I'm really impressed with this actually. So we got everything all painted up. I ended up doing 4 coats, and just to show you what I used, after I degreased these in the sink, I wiped them down with a wax and tar remover. This is kind of a good thing to use right before you paint something, just to get all the oils and grease, maybe from your fingers or something like that off of it. And this is the paint that I ended up using. I got this at O'Reilly Auto Parts, Duplicolor vinyl and fabric. So I'm not sure how it works on fabric necessarily, but vinyl-ish works pretty good on this. So pretty happy with it, and everything turned out the way I wanted it to. All right, so here's all our stuff after it has been finished painted and dried. Everything looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. And I'm gonna go cut some holes in the headliner to put this stuff on. Alrighty, we are in the truck and just got the headliner installed. You can see we got the 2 kind of visor single piece clips up in the front. Got the crap handle on the passenger side. And in the back, we have kind of the 2 like weird coat hanger almost looking things, which is really strange for a regular cab, but I suppose it's there if you needed it. And I'm gonna get the lamp thrown in, and it looks really good. I gotta say, it is a little bit darker in the shop, but no darker than when this thing is gonna be tinted out and driving down the road. And you cannot see the creases or any of the mistakes like anywhere. So really happy with it. For now, we're gonna go visor delete and not worry about visors. And then when I find an upholstery shop to reupholster those, I will probably end up putting them in. Here is a final look of the headliner on the inside of the truck. Looks really good. I'm really happy with the way it turned out, and I think that it complements the inside really well. So once we get the A-pillar and technically the C-pillar trim, this will get pushed up a little bit. So pretty happy with that. I wish they did have a grab handle on the driver's side, just kind of help tuck it up, but it is what it is. It works for now, and I'm really happy with it. Alrighty guys, we're gonna close out the day in the shop today. So we got the AC lines on the truck, got the turbo blanket on, did some kill mat on the inside, I got the wheel well liners in, and I got the O2 sensors in. So I'm going to send my tuner, Tyler, at Cyper Performance an email and see what he wants to see for data logs on the truck. The truck's going to go to him. I don't plan on email tuning this thing, but I kind of want it to get cleaned up a little bit. It is super rich right now. The O2 sensors I pulled out were like really, really blacker than this truck. But this is kind of what we're going to call it for the video today, just because lots of miscellaneous stuff and took time to do that. So, Bailey and I are going to call it. Till next time, peace.